Jobs really, Bernie, they're on the minds of all of us right now, especially in this economy.
Yeah.
Those of us that have them, we can count our blessings. Those of us that don't have them, well, we at KPEL, we want to provide you with the info you need to try to land one.
Yeah.
And so joining us now on the phone is Bryan Moore, the Director of the Office of Workforce Development under the Louisiana Workforce Commission. Good morning, Bryan.
Good morning.
All right. So before we really get into this a little bit, can you give some of our listeners who are not familiar with the commission, just a broad overview of what the Louisiana Workforce Commission actually does, the day-to-day operations?
Sure. There's a broad range of services that's made available to both job seekers and employees with the Workforce Commission. We have three major branches. We have the Office of Workers' Comp. Obviously, that's designed to help those who have gotten injured during the course and scope of their employment get back to work as quickly as possible and get the requisite medical treatment that's needed in order to do so. Then we have the Office of Unemployment Insurance that provides unemployment benefits to those individuals who have lost jobs at no fault of their own. And then my office is the Office of Workforce Development that essentially provides employment and training services to our citizens throughout the state. Through our network of partners known as the Business and Career Solutions Centers that's operated in every local area throughout the state of Louisiana that provides a wide range of education, employment assistance, and job readiness services, job referrals. In a nutshell, our job is to connect people who are looking for employment to employees who are looking for qualified job candidates. And through skills management, through doing assessments and working with adults and youth alike.
So I have checked out the website, many times before, but today I really was trying to focus in, and you got a lot of great stuff at your website. I mean, you can post a resume, you can look at what's available. What's the best way? Is there one like generic address that will get folks to where they need to find out a lot of info?
Yes, if you go to the website and use some of our self-service tools at laworks.net, and you'll find just very simple clicks here and there with different links where you can upload your resume, you can create a resume, you can actually apply for a job, we can do career exploration. If you get to the home page, you'll see a big blue star that says Louisiana Star Jobs, where we identified 700 careers throughout the state of Louisiana and basically created a formula to sort of grade those careers, if you will, with 5 stars being the best jobs and the 1 stars being those that are not so good. And we look at things such as long and short-term demand, job growth, the number of openings in that particular career over the prior year, and then obviously wages, which is most important for everyone. Now, if those who also would like to just have that physical human contact.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yes, we have the Business and Career Solutions Centers in the Lafayette area. There's actually locations in Lafayette proper, and then also all of the parishes that surround Lafayette. And then, again, if they go to the laworks.net, they'll be able to see all of those locations with the physical address, telephone numbers, contact information on individuals that can get them connected. And when they go there, we basically, our goal is to take people where we find them and help them get to where they need to go. So obviously some people will come in and they have the requisite skills, the credentials, the education to get careers right away. And so we help connect them to employees who are looking for those specific skill sets. But then we have, obviously we have young people and adults of the same who may not have the education, training, and background or job experience. And so we work with those individuals to help them get to the level where they could ultimately move from the level of just having a job to having a career. So our goal is to help people get careers.
Yeah.
For those people that are not familiar with laworks.net, I think their minds will be blown, and I'm being serious here, with how much resources that are on this website. I mean, I just typed into or clicked onto career plan, and the information that's at my disposal right now, whether you're talking about the career planning guide, where you're talking about employment and wages reports, the annual data there, I mean, all of this stuff, it's really just so much information at our fingertips, and it's all available.
Thank you for that plug, and I think we create this for our citizens, but also for our employers, because we want employers to post jobs. We always say, our job is to help people get jobs, but we can't help them get jobs if we don't really have the employer partners that's participating in the process and posting jobs that they have at their respective places of employment, and giving our citizens the opportunity to have first bite at the apple, if you will.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I know it seems like everyone in the world has a smartphone these days, but like I have a smartphone, but the print, I can't, I swear, it's like I can't read it sometimes. So some of that stuff, I'd say to myself, well, I'm going to go to my laptop, but some people may not have that either. Is there like a general number that folks could contact if they're interested in finding out more information, but they're not really sure or they don't have a computer?
Yes. If we're talking about in Lafayette, you can call area code 337-262-5601. And if you want to call the Louisiana, that would be your local Business and Career Solutions Center in Lafayette. Now, if you want to contact the Louisiana Workforce Commission, you can actually call my office at area code 225-342-2679. And we will have someone, so irrespective of where your listeners are calling from, we can get them connected to their local offices, because we ultimately want to make sure that we give them that human contact if that's what they still desire.
Yeah, because, it could be so, just exhausting from the anxiety of trying to look for a job sometimes. Sometimes you need that contact, like you're saying, to be able to have a face-to-face conversation, especially even if you're trying to branch out into something different maybe that you've never done.
That's right. And job searching for some of us who may have been blessed to have jobs for a large number of years, a decade, it can be a very frustrating process. And it's easy to become discouraged because you may not get the job the first time around. You may have to end up putting your resume out there on a number of occasions before you get a hit, Yeah. And so we're there to sort of, help walk people through the process, keep them motivated and encouraged, make sure that we're assessing their skills and being realistic with people, let them know where they are. And if you desire to have this particular occupation, this is the training that you need. This is the amount of time it may take to get you from point A to point B. But ultimately being able to make that referral, and we like to think that when we're sending someone on a job referral, that our name has meaning behind it, and so that employer that we have relationships with is going to be more likely to give that person more serious consideration as opposed to somebody just popping up off the street on their own.
I like it a lot. Well, Bryan, thank you so much for your time this morning. We'd like to be able to try to maybe check in with you once a month, just to kind of renew this for folks, because there is so much information that is available and help. And like you just pointed out again, maybe people have been in a job for quite some time, but the world is, at least for our area, is certainly changing. And I what would you do? I mean, a lot of us just don't know where to start, and I think it's real important.
I agree, and thank you for KPEL for having me on radio this morning. And anytime you want to have me on, just give me a call, and I'll be happy to participate.
All right,
it was our pleasure.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You're quite welcome. You too.
Okay.
LAWorks.net, once again, is the website. Bryan Moore, Director of Office of Workforce Development with Louisiana Workforce Commission, has been our guest. And again, great resource for you.
There's so much stuff on that website, so if you're not familiar with it, go in and dig around today, because let me tell you, and look, help writing a resume.
Yeah.
Would you know, necessarily how to do that? Because what do people want now versus maybe what people wanted in resumes 10 years ago? And, like he said, there are a lot of companies that are looking out there. Do your skills work for this? Or maybe there's even some training out there that you can get up to speed with maybe a different kind of thing that you haven't done before.
Most definitely. Well, KPEL News Time is 7:50. We'll be back to wrap the hour up coming up in just a couple of minutes.